Hi, it's me, Patrick. How's it going, guys? I just shot a video that I have still on the camera, and I gotta upload it. And I want to talk. Wow. There's a lot of things I want to say, and there's a lot of things I want to kind of think. What the hell? What's going on? The other video I'm going to upload soon. I mentioned I want to talk about stuff, and here's one thing I want to say is, the debt crisis sucks. Everybody's like, well, it's this guy's fault, it's that guy's fault. It's everybody's fault. It's not my fault because I'm not an elected official. I don't work for the state government, the federal government, the local government, or the local UFW. Why it's everybody's fault is, it's partially Obama's fault because he let stuff go. It's like, okay, you need to fix this. It's also the Republicans' fault because they're like, see this? See all these fat cats up here? You want them to keep more of their money? This money will come down magically, like Lucky Charms, down to the people down below. And that's not happening. Why? Because, like in a very popular 80s movie, pronounced by the Right Honorable Ben Stein, formerly of Comedy Central's Win Ben Stein's Money, called this, what I just described, as voodoo economics. The trickle-down theory. Supply-side economics. Not working. Never will, never has, and it does this to everybody. Yes, I just made a rude gesture on YouTube. Okay. Now, that sucks. It's also Democrats' problem because they're like, oh, we gotta have this, we gotta have that. Pork. Go in my belly. So, yeah, I'm outside again still because I didn't feel like recording inside. I just feel hot. So, now, that sucks. And the House, the Senate, and the President, and all these guys need to figure out how to fix things. You want my opinion? Bush tax cuts. Gone. Raise taxes on the rich. Change the laws for people who get away with paying next to nothing when they're making millions and millions of dollars a year. Plus what they're making on interest on mutual funds and stocks and bonds and all that crap. Now, hey, if I made $6 million, I grossed $6 million last year, and I had $10 million in mutual funds that I was making 15% on that fund, which is not totally conservative because it's not totally like, oh my god, that's risky. It's kind of like somewhat risky, but it's not like high risk. I know nothing, by the way. Just telling you, I know nothing. If I made that much money, I'd still be like, well, I only have to pay I'm only supposed to pay $3.3 million? Like, here, go away. I have enough. But some people are like, I have money, I need more, ha ha ha. No. That needs to go away. That's shit. Gone. Get away from here. People need to do things. To fix things. We need to have better. More people working. We need more people making more money. Because inflation happens. When I was born, there was, if you made 20 grand a year, you were living, dude. You're living. The 80 and oh wait a second. No, it was like 10 grand. In the 80s, if you're making 20 grand, you're hey man, you're living. You're high life. In the 90s, if you're making that, hey, that's a lot of money. 40 grand. Spinning. So right now, well, in the 2000, you had to make 80 grand. Wow. Who was making 80 grand in the 80s? Not the 80s, but the 2000s. And right now, it's $160,000 to live a medium class, have a medium class income. Here's where it gets weird. If we're still around in 2020, medium class income's going to cost people $320,000 a year. That's how much you're going to have to make to get by. Right now, we're having problems with people barely making 50 or 20. What we need is more jobs. We need more people working, bottom line. We also need things that make sense. I do agree with the retirement of Atlantis, Discovery, and Endeavour, the last 3 shuttles. Why? Because Endeavour was what, 22 years old? 21, 22 years old. The other 2 are pushing 25 plus. They were only supposed to have a planned obsolescence of 10 years before they were to be replaced with new ones, which never got built. You know, I like the shuttle design. I don't like the idea of going back to spam in a can when it comes to space flight. And that sucks. There's people who say, yeah, that sucks. No, I mean, it sucks. It's because it's like 2 steps evolution-wise back. Now, my opinion is, it's cool that there's, companies like Scale Composites, and Virgin, what is it, Space or whatever it is, that want to make going into space easier. But on the nation side, on the national defense side, on national security, on a national pride level, okay, we commercialize space, cool, but we don't send anybody out there to explore. So what, you can fly a guy to space. I could fly from anywhere from Boise. But what my suggestion is to NASA, to the White House, to Congress, instead of having all them people lose their jobs in Florida, Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, write a check out to people who now own the companies like like Rockwell's spacecraft or whatever is, or I don't know, the people who made the space shuttle. We've learned over 30 years in space flight with these wonderful machines how to do it and how not to do it. Here's the modifications that we want you to do. Here's a check. Start making more titanium here and there. Beef up that leading edge of the wing. And pay attention to the manufacturer recommendations. Now, that's 1. 2, design a second generation STS system. I just said system. right now, the Enterprise class STS program is over 30 years old and retired. I don't know why I call it Enterprise class, because the prototype was called Enterprise. History books, kids. History books. Next, I would go make another generation, the next generation. You know, a little bit bigger, a little bit beefier. Take everything we learned from the Enterprise class, make this new one. Sort out the limitations from the Enterprise class to this new one. So not only can you go low Earth orbit to the International Space Station, to anywhere in your Earth orbit, to having the capacity for fuel, air, propellant, all that stuff, to go from Earth to the moon and back. It's only, what, at the nearest point, like 200,000 miles. By the way, you can ask Jim Lovell about that. He knows all about that. The Enterprise class shuttle has a long enough duration that it could make the trip to the moon. And it wasn't designed to do it, but it could. Make the second generation STS system lunar orbit insertion capable. Make it so that it can go to the moon. We need to go to the moon. Again, we've been away for way too damn long. And with that, expand the ISS, began a lunar base program, and then within 15 years from now, put man's footprints on the red soil. We can do it. We have the technology. We can do it. We have the drive. There's people who want to go. Why not do it? Now, I'm done preaching. Now, I gotta say that I want to say goodbye. I'll see you later. Hopefully, you'll see me in Pandemonium. If not, and if you need any help, you can find me. You might be able to hire me. So, have a good night, and as the guy I've been watching a lot lately on YouTube, good old FPS Russia, have a nice day, my friends.